So this is the video for the baking soda, so the experimental leaves. They're all sunk. And I'm going to put the light on them. As soon as I get the light on them, you're going to get a timer going. So if you need to pause me and get your timer ready, do that. To move them over a little bit so they're directly under the light. And you're going to time how long it takes for them to float. So after 1 minute, count how many are floating. After 2 minutes, count how many are floating, so on, so on, so on. So I'm going to get a good angle here. This thing kind of in the back over here is just the tape that's on there. Let's go a little closer. There we go. Now we can see the top. Ready, set, light. Put the light right up in there. All kinds of photosynthesis happening. If you hear background noise, it's because I'm getting the control set up while these ones go. Back to check. No floaters yet. We're gonna give them another 2 minutes, and if none of them start floating, then we'll try adding another drop of soap in there and see if that helps. Not looking like anything. So you can stop your timer. I'm going to try to add a little bit of soap, so I have the control ready too, so I can get both going at the same time. Hang on a minute. It might be that light too, although I'm pretty sure I used the exact same light at home and it worked. So let me try adding another drop of soap into this one. And I'm giving it a little bit of a mix over here. Alrighty, now let's try this again. This is a very finicky experiment for sure. So, I'm going to use two of these. Here is the baking soda. It has the piece of tape in the back. They're still spinning a little bit because I just mixed them. And let's see, get both these in here. Here is the control. It doesn't have any tape on it. I'm going to try to angle this so that you guys can actually see both at the same time. There you go. So the one with the piece of tape on it on the left is the baking soda one. The other one is the control. Let me grab something to pop that up. It's hard to film on an iPad. It's not an easy thing to film. Let's try this. That's a little easier. There we go. So nobody's floating right now. Even though this kind of like has a reflection in it, but there's baking soda on the left, control on the right. Let's try it now. You can set your timer if you didn't do that yet. Let's see how long it takes for any of these to float. I promise this does work. At least it worked when I did it. The same batch of spinach too. Same hole puncher. Same materials. I'm going to go clean up my mess while we wait for this to run. And we'll come back in about 5 minutes and see if we had any progress. The only thing I can think of is maybe we need fresher baking soda. Give it till my video timer says 15. If we still don't do it, then maybe we'll have to try again another day. Oh. Well, isn't that weird? We have a floater, but it's in the control one. Oh, they're trying, and it's kind of hard to tell from the video, but the experimental ones are trying. Maybe it's because they're on top of each other. Let me try to give them a little shaky shake. They kind of got on top of each other once I mixed them. Let me separate them out a little bit. There it goes. Alrighty, it's working! So we have one floating on the experiment side, and we have two floating on the non-experiment side. It works! Yay! I will show you the top version once we wait a while. So this is one of those things that takes a while. You have to kind of sit and watch it. That is odd how the control ones are going a lot faster than the experimental ones. Well, science. We have a third one coming up on the right side, which is the non-baking soda side. Be interested to see if they get the same results of this stuff tomorrow. If you're curious how the light is set up, you can see the lamp is right in between the two of them, so it's not like one's getting more light than the other. Really, the only difference is one has baking soda in it and one doesn't. Oh, there goes another one for the experiment side. There it goes. It's starting to lift. So this is going to take a while if you haven't realized. My iPad timer is about at 15 minutes because of the technical difficulties before we actually started this successful attempt at about 10 minutes. So I'm going to let my timer run for at least another 5 minutes until it says 20, and we'll see if all the leaf discs have floated or not. Oh, they're going. Ah! I love it when experiments work. Photosynthesis is definitely not exciting. But yes, we're gonna let this run for a little bit longer while I finish setting up the lab for everybody who's gonna do it in class tomorrow, and then I'll come back around and see how it's going. Keep counting, keep watching. going? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe? Looks like 5 floating on the experiment side, with another one starting to come up. And 1, 2 floating on the non-experiment side, with maybe 2 more starting to come up. We're going to give it about 2 or 3 more minutes because some of the discs will never float, so we can sit here waiting forever for them, but we're going to let these ones that are kind of like starting to float see if they're going to get moving. And then we'll look at the top and end it. There they go. Man, that's entertaining. Watch those little leaf discs take off. Okay, how are we going? See if there's any other ones that are in between. Oh. There are 2 more on the experiment side that are like halfway coming up. So I'll wait another minute. Oh, there they go. There it's going. No leaves left behind. Hopefully your timer is still going. If not, you should probably restart the video. You're supposed to be timing how many leaves pop up every minute. Go, little leaf, go! Okay, there aren't really any others on the not baking soda side that look like they're about to go. Oh, is it moving? It's thinking about moving. Let's give it 30 more seconds, and if that last leaf doesn't move, then we'll just stop and count our totals. Okay. So I'm going to take the light off of them. They look like they're about done now. In the experimental side, this one has the tape on it. We have, let's do it this way. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 floating and 2 on the bottom. I think there might be like a double layer of things going on in here somewhere, one that's stacked on top of the other. I'm going to say 2 didn't float and all the rest did. Hopefully you timed how long that took. And in the control group, we have 3 that floated and the rest did not. The actual numbers that we have aren't as important as timing how long it takes so that you can use it on your graph and figure it out. So now you are going to graph just the experimental ones. Not going to graph the control ones, but the control ones are useful to see for when you go to write up your answers. Hopefully you got all that. If anything was unclear, you're not sure, you know what to do. Just send me a message.